I am Alexander Martin, and I am a multimedia and performance artist. I grew up in small town West Virginia, and I was just always told, like, oh, you should be thankful for Abraham Lincoln because freed the slaves. Which was like, that's a weird thing to say to a young black student. Like, thanks, historical figure. It was weird having this figure that, like, everyone tells me I should be thankful for, but then not knowing as much about him outside of the big regular context. I do not like the deification of entities just because it's a little one-sided and nothing is so black and white. Like, everything is so gray. But that's wonderful. Like, that's a human experience. It was interesting hearing multiple narratives, like some that were very like almost like love letters to Lincoln, but then others that were a little bit more critical. And so I was really drawn to the fact that he didn't always want to abolish slavery. Like, not necessarily a good or bad person, but a person willing to change and listening to the folks around him and making informed decisions that way. And so I became fixated on trying to bring back that human element, like what folks were going through, what enslaved folks were living through, what their relationship to Lincoln was, how they viewed him. I became focused on that lineage to try to, like, not look at Lincoln in a negative or positive light, but in like a historical light. The piece I'm working on is going to be a costume that will be worn, and then I'm going to do a performance in it because, like, I am the product of my ancestors. Like, I am a product of that legacy. And so it's going to be a performance piece, probably dancing and moving, interacting with this garment. And then for the actual installation, it's going to be pinned up and project the performance piece onto it. I think it's very easy to look at history and look at it as history. Like, we're still undoing damage in how we were founded and what we did, and undoing damage from the Civil War and in ending segregation. Like, all of this is so fresh and it's direct. Like, black folks in America today are still a very vulnerable population because of the way things were ended then. So I hope seeing things from today mixed with images of the past, I hope that connection sort of forces folks to sew that together and sort of look at things less linearly and more like interconnected.